Hey guys, welcome to another video. Thanks for tuning into this video. So in this video, I just want to cover some of the basics that I believe if you're thinking of investing, you should know. However, this type of investment I'm going to be talking about is not the common, typical type of investment that we see out there, like stocks, bonds, ETFs, and maybe real estate or cryptocurrencies. This type of investment is really more like a peer-to-peer lending investment. And if let's say you have some spare change or money that you believe you're willing to take maybe an additional risk on, but at the same time you're not trying to be fully engaged in a process, then this might be the type of investment for you. Of course, this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence, and feel free to learn from this as well. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because there are lessons to be learned in different investments. And if you're not familiar with the investment and you take the risk and you lose money, then it becomes, a painful experience. And that's not what we want. So let's talk about Prosper. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for tuning in again. In this video, we just want to learn. That's the key purpose on this channel. The purpose is to learn about investing. And, I'm on my own journey. I'm sure you are on your own journey as well. So feel free to stick around, subscribe. Don't forget to like. I would appreciate that as well. So I'm going to share my screen with you here, and let me just show you something here. This is about Prosper, all right, and how it works. And I could have just given you a brief summary of it, but the key thing here is, like I mentioned earlier, it's an online peer-to-peer lending marketplace where credit-worthy borrowers can request a loan and investors can invest in notes of each loan. Now, a lot of people can come on here if you, like I said, if you have spare money, find investments that you want. And I've made videos on this in the past, by the way. So if you're interested in that, I'll link it in the playlist below. But you choose investments, you have investment grades, maybe A, maybe B's, and it goes down in that order. And the goal here is if you choose very safe investments, well, your returns are likely to be very low, but they are likely to come to you. They're likely to come back to you, which means you get principal back plus some interest. If you choose high risk investments, with low ratings, then your returns will be higher, but your likelihood of default or getting a charged off loan also increases. Now, a philosophy that I go by personally, I do not try to chase the highest returns. I want something consistent that is reliable. And this is a way you can generate passive income as well. So what I try to shoot for is I look for very safe investments like A ratings or B at the least. And then I sit back and let the coins roll in. And I say coins because I only put the money that I'm willing to lose into something like this. And I'm going to share that with you as well. Now, what are the risks associated with this type of investing? Okay, it's very important to talk about the risks because one of the biggest factors of any investment is not having the knowledge that are associated with the risks with investments, right? So it says with any debt, there's always the risk that a borrower can default on their loan, which could result in a loss for the investor who invested in the loan. Loans are unsecured obligations, meaning they are not secured by any collateral of the borrower. To assess the risk of each loan before committing funds, investors should review the loan request details and the prospectus. Now, usually, before you pick an investment, you can always read about the potential borrower, the borrower, all right, that will be using this loan, what they're going to use it for, what the person does. Of course, you don't see their names and all that confidential information, but you see the details about what the loan is going to be used for. And this is interesting. You got to think yourself like an underwriter to an extent. An underwriter would see the person's package, their job, their age, their income, their credit score, where they live, what they plan to do with the loan, how long is the loan for, the rate, things like that, right? You would see all that information, but you don't see their name. You don't see personal details, like I said. You only just see what the loan is going to be used for, the credit score, the amount, how long they're going to pay back for, the rate, things like that. And you then decide, is this a type of investment you want to invest in? If it's the type you want to invest in, then you invest minimum of $25 into it, and then you get a pro rata share of the amount you invested. So let's say the loan, simple example, is say $100, right? and you invested $25. That means you'll be getting 25% of whatever interest they get plus your principal. It's as simple as that. Now, here's what happened to me, my experience. And this is not something that is, let me share my screen here. As you can see, let me just move this here so that you guys can see the portion. Actually, let me do this. All right. And then right here. Now, if you noticed, I only invest the minimum. That's because I try to spread my money around. You could choose to invest $100. You could choose to invest $300. You could choose to invest, whatever amount you want. But I only choose to invest the minimum of dollars, which is $25. So that's usually what I put. Here I put in 50. So here I put in 43. But the point here is I try to spread my money around so that in case there's a default, and here is what happened. If I move this up, you can see this was a loan that got started, was purchased on, so I invested in it. 9/7/2023. I hope you guys can see that. And that's the last one, actually second to the last. Actually, excuse me. So let me move this right there. 9/11/2023. Yes, so it's 9/11/2023. And that was the purchase date, and the payment due date, all right, was 02/7/24. So every month, if I click on this particular loan, you can see what the person was doing. The person was trying to consolidate their debt, and right there tells you a little bit about the person and tells you the duration and the purpose of the loan. Category was debt consolidation, and the last payment that the person was supposed to make, due date was 02/7/24, but the person failed. All right, the loan, the payment didn't go through. And actually you can see the payment history here as well. As you can see, right, these are all the payments the person made. And since I only invested $25, you can see the principal was actually going down until the last payment that failed. Now, why am I sharing this? This is just to share with you the reality of investing. That is a loss on my part. Now, overall, as you can see, this is the only charge-off I have in, since I've been using Prosper. I've been using Prosper for a while, and you can see these are loans that have been paid off. So this is the first time this is happening. And on an average, I believe my return has been around 8% on an average. But as you can see, how much you can actually stand to make in some of these loans. Now, is this something that you should be worried about if you're going to invest in, say, Prosper? And if you are not sure of the amount you invest, in this case, if you're not willing to lose it, then you shouldn't be investing everything in a particular loan, because the person, as you can see, in this the particular charge-off that I just had, the person had a very good credit score, but situations come up in life, right? And for some reason, they've not been able to make payments. And once the payment passes, I believe, 120 days or so, they charge off that loan, which means it's a write-off, it's a loss on me. And unfortunately, it goes into collection on the person, but that is just a loss for me. And I'm not sure if I will even get anything back from it. Now, I wanted to share this because when it comes to investing, those type of risks are associated with investments like this one. And if you're not knowledgeable about how you may get hurt in the process, then this is why I share this. The other thing also to keep in mind is when you have an uninvested cash in your account, then that cash is actually FDIC insured. But anything that is already invested in a loan is no longer insured and is not secured by anything, which means, like they said, there's no collateral, there's nothing they are going to get out of it. So investment like this can be very risky, but if you manage your risk by not investing in very, risky investments, then you're likely to be fine. If you have found value in this one, please don't forget to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, of course. I'd love to see you because we learn on this channel, and my hope is to continue to deliver on that type of information that would help you and hopefully show you ways in which you can also make passive income. And I'd love to see you in the next one.